quickly apologize. In the last episode, I called Fortnite the perfect game. That was actually a misstatement. It's beyond a game. It's a lifestyle, and I would like to wholeheartedly...
Speaking of a perfect game, you want to talk about the perfect film? Morbius.
Yes. Let's talk about Morbius. I haven't actually seen
Morbius.
We didn't even get to play the story game.
It's okay.
Because it was going nowhere.
I thought it would be a good idea, and it clearly
It was a bad idea. You should cut it out.
The Titanic crashed like your
Morbius.
mom.
Let me explain the plot of Morbius. I just watched it last night. Spectacular film.
Spectacular.
Horrible, horrible movie. You see, Michael Morbius is a small boy. He has some sort of blood disease.
Wait, Morbius is a name?
Morbius is his name, yeah.
Morbius is
His name is Dr. Morbius.
I thought it wasn't.
No, his
No,
name is
that's his
Michael.
name.
His name is Michael
Okay.
Morbius. He has this blood disease, like a really rare blood disease, and he gets sent to like this like special home for kids with blood disease. This whatever it is, they never even say what it is.
We're gonna have to cut this.
Why do you
because-
need to put kids with a blood disease in a home?
I don't know. And basically he's with his friend who looks like Neil Cicerega. He doesn't look like that yet. When he gets older, he does.
He will.
And he's like, it's just you and me in the world against all of them. I don't know, some Joker line. Later on in life, Morbius becomes a doctor treating kids with cancer or whatever. And he wants to cure his disease. So his idea is to inject himself with like bat DNA because vampire bats can like have some sort of like anticoagulant in their blood. And Morbius, he does this and he's on a boat. He has to go out in a boat in international waters because it's illegal. And he turns into a vampire. He gets all morbed out.
Does he say it's Morbin time?
He goes, it's Morbin time! And then he kills 8 people. And almost kills his girlfriend, whose name I forgot instantly. Like immediately they said the name, and I just did not pay attention. I didn't care.
He does kind of look like Neil
He literally is Neil Cicerega. He's the guy from Doctor Who. He kills all these people, and then he calls an SOS or whatever for the ship.
I should change my shirt or something.
Morbius.
Yeah.
Basically,
Very true.
Let's
Yeah,
just
you're right.
okay. So he realizes that he's now powerful and he can walk again. His strength has returned to him. Well, he never had strength to begin with. But now he's like strong and he can like jump and do parkour around his office. But he also needs to drink blood now.
How much blood?
A lot of blood. Well, he starts out, he drinks these little regular blood bags of artificial blood. But for some reason, he never tries to drink anything that's not either artificial or human blood. Anyway, he's like, the amount of time I can go without drinking blood is getting shorter. Soon I'm going to become evil Morbius.
Evil Morbius.
So then his friend Neil Cicerega comes and he says, you've cured yourself, my friend Morbius. Morbius goes, yeah, but I'm morbed out now. I can't save you.
Time while he's talking.
No.
I
What?
can't save
Perfect.
you because
I'm
you'll
gonna see this
become
out.
morbed out too. And his friend goes, yeah, you can't do that. You want me to die? And Morbius is like, dude, you're literally going to become a bloodthirsty vampire that kills everyone.
It's a server.
Then, I don't even remember what happens, to be honest. Oh, Morbius gets sent to jail because he like killed someone in a hospital, as you do, because he morbed out a little too hard. Morbin time came quickly when he wasn't expecting it. He killed someone for no reason. They don't explain why he killed them. There's no anything.
Because it was Morbin time.
It was Morbin time, but like
Are you explaining the entire plot
he
of
had
Morbius?
blood with him to just drink. And he still killed someone. So now he's in jail, and the jail person comes and then like opens up the little food slot. Your lawyer's here. It's like, Dr. Michael Morbius doesn't have a lawyer. This is where we learn it's actually Neil Cicerega is here. And he goes, hey guys, it's me, Lemon Demon. And he goes in, he talks to him. It was a boring conversation. And then as he leaves, he drops a blood bag on the bench. Somehow, this is his signal to Morbius that he has taken the morb juice and has turned himself all morbed out. I don't know how that implies that. When I saw it, I thought he was just like, here, buddy, here's some blood to keep you tied, to, keep you going without dying because you haven't had any blood. I thought he was just being a good friend. No, he's evil now. No character development. He's just evil. And he's like, I'm evil. Morbius, now, in this jail cell, just morbs out, runs through the wall, just leaves, and goes through the city. This other guy is like, Morbius can also hear really well. His ears do this really gross tingling thing, and then he can hear everything. So he hears his friend Neil at some, like, newspaper vendor, and he's like, yeah, well, I'm buying a newspaper about Morbius going and killing everyone because he's a vampire. Huh. And then the guy's like, yeah, it's pretty bad. And he's like, well, I can do it too. And then he kills the guy. It's a horrible scene. Like, the dialogue in this movie, I can't stress enough how bad it was. Really funny, though. And then they get into this fight, which is animated really badly. Like, nothing looks real about it. There's, like, no weight to any of the movement at all. They're just floating around weirdly, and there's, like, dust around them. And then they go into a subway. Neil...
while we wait.
Neil kills a bunch of cops in a subway, and Morbius is like, dude, you can't do that. And then Neil is about to attack Morbius, and they're on the platform, and Morbius feels all the wind, which is like this weird thing he can do, where like he like slows down time, and there's like wind all around him. I don't understand it. And then he flies down the subway tube with the subway, and he's like, it's Morbin time. And then...
Are you done?
I legitimately don't know what happens for like the next 30 minutes of the movie. And then they have this big fight at the end. And Morbius stabs Neil with like anti-vampire juice. He just says it's like anti-serum and it'll kill him. And he tells his girlfriend, he's like, if I have to, don't you dare. Once I become full morbed out, I have an extra dose for myself too. And she's like, no, don't kill yourself. You can't do that. And he's like, I'm literally going to become an evil vampire. I'm going to become evil Morbius. She's like, no. So then he goes and he kills his friend eventually because he's like about to lose the fight. And then he goes, ugh, and he like dips his hand in this puddle and it starts vibrating. And like 20,000 bats come out of the cave thingy that they're in. I don't even know where they are at this point. They're in like the subways, and like 1 billion bats come out, and he goes like, and he like bat bends them at the other guy. I'm not making this up. And the other guy is just defeated like that, and he goes, and then he's dead. No like moment of sadness. No like, oh, my friend.
That is a 3-minute scene, Bob. All this happens in 3 minutes.
I didn't know that.
I saw the Eddie Burback video.
Yeah, and he's like, no! And then...
He went to see Morbius 5 times.
And then he goes, whoa! And he morbs out of there because all the cops are there now. And they're like, I'm gonna shoot you, Morbius! And he's like, it's Morbin time. And he flies out. And then he disappears. His friend, by the way, before this fight, there's really important context. He killed the girlfriend, right? And Morbius was like, no, you can't do that! That's my girlfriend!
Spoilers for Morbius coming out.
And then they fight. Then after the fight, he flies out. I don't even know where he goes, but he like looks evil now. I think the implication is that he's fully morbed out. And then the girlfriend is sitting on this roof, and she goes, wah, and wakes up all evil, and then the movie ends. And then, actually, like legitimately the worst post-credit scene I've ever seen in a Marvel movie. It's the Vulture from Spider-Man: Homecoming, who like died in that movie, I think, or he went to jail. He just randomly, because of the whole Spider-Man No Way Home thing, just appears in a jail cell in Morbius' world. I don't know why.
Well,
no
Morbius
explanation.
Is in the Spider-Man universe.
I got no explanation. He appears in a jail cell. That's what I know.
Morbius is set in the Spider-Man universe.
Which one? MCU? Because this is MCU Vulture.
I think.
Because he gets teleported in from another universe. Into the Morbiverse. So then, anyway, the next And then he gets immediately exonerated from being in jail because, like, he just literally just materialized in there, and they're like, okay, we don't know what to do with this guy who didn't exist 5 minutes ago, and now he's in jail. Let's just let him go.
I'm so glad the dogs have been barking this entire time, so I have a reason to speed it up.
And then,
Hey, Sam,
The
can you
next
go up
post-credits-
next time? Can you give me a fork?
Huh?
Can you give me a fork next time you come up?
What happened?
shh.
A fork?
I'm talking about Morbius. And then the next post-credit scenes, the Vulture comes to him in this like liminal space, and he goes, "Hey, Morbius, I think I just came here from another world. I'm still trying to figure things out. This is really strange, but I'm getting used to it. I think guys like us should form a team. Are you like? I think it has something to do with Spider-Man. Guys like us should form a team." And like, the way I just said that doesn't sound like movie writing, right? That sounds like someone jokingly recapping a scene. I want you to look this scene up. I want you to go on YouTube.com.
Please go ahead and pirate. Don't
And
pirate for legal reasons.
Do pirate it. I pirated this movie.
You can't say that. For legal reasons, he didn't. We actually went to go see
I
it in
watched it
theaters
with a
group.
friend who owned the movie.
Me. That was me. I own the movie.
You didn't watch the movie. You've never seen Morbius. You're not.
Oh no,
a
I didn't say I.
You're not a Morb head.
No, I
Anyway,
didn't say
shut
that
up,
I'd
shut up,
seen
shut
it.
up,
I just
shut
said I
up, shut
owned
up,
it.
shut up. Anyway, this dialogue, like, that's pretty much how it went. He literally goes, "I think it had something to do with Spider-Man. We should team up." And blah, 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 blah. And it's, like, supposed to be, like teasing the Sinister Six. And it's like, wow. You guys could not have done this any worse.